Alright, what's going on everyone? It's PickyChoco, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about some exciting and very special new news. So I'm pretty sure everyone is aware about the current Raiden Shogun situation. So right now, there's been a new change a few hours ago, and we'll talk about the free compensation that's been given to the players, along with the limited time web event, and how all of this makes me relate everything to the possibility of new reruns and future of ELECTRO characters, possibly including YAE, an interesting theory about TSARITSA, and her ultimate plan against the heavenly principles, which might be linked with the grief and fall of Kandria. So basically, tons of new news and interesting things. But before we get into that, I just want to say, make sure to subscribe if you're new to my channel, as it motivates me a lot, and also make sure that you won't miss on any latest news and stuff related to Genshin like this. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get into the video right now. Again, apart from the official news, this video is just a speculation and not indicative of any final product of the game. So firstly, let's talk about the upcoming free Primogems compensation and distribution, and why players might want to hurry for the next one. So a few hours ago, it's been officially confirmed that the C2 of Raiden Shogun has been corrected. Now I would like to tell that there's no change in the skill or attribute. It's a simple description change, and for that each player will be rewarded with 100 Primogems, which might be claimed by players on or after 9th of September. Now talking about the next one, it's actually a limited time web event in which any players can go to the post, which I'll link in the description, hop over to the comment section and write what they persist in Genshin Impact from a very long time, and from all the comments a total of 60 people will be picked and rewarded with 100 Primogems. So this is a very random limited event, and I wish they should have just given these Primogems to every players, but yeah, considering it as a gacha game, it's pretty much expected. So right now, everything that's happening with Ball, I honestly am hoping there are less mistakes in the future, as right now ELECTRO is already not in a very good state compared to almost every element in the game. Now I'll be a bit realistic here. Personally, I don't expect any groundbreaking change to the ELECTRO element, but instead of that, some minor tweaks and additions in terms of synergies, compositions, and compatibility will be greatly appreciated, as from version 1.0, apart from a small EM buff, nothing major has been changed in ELECTRO. So I hope it happens very soon, as it will provide a very good advantage to the future ELECTRO lineup if any, and some good damage numbers. So now moving on to YAE, so please take a note that these are my speculations and views and are completely based on what we've seen in the game. So recently during the story quest of 2.1, every single player might have understood the importance of YAE and her unique abilities that indeed have helped Traveler in defeating Ball, which was considered as an impossible task by many. So by considering all the unique abilities that we saw in the story quest, so I personally expect YAE to arrive with a set of unique abilities that might be both visually appealing as well as deal high damage output. Now on the basis of her appearance, I guess she might be an upcoming ELECTRO character. So indeed, I have very high expectations and hopes from YAE, and I'm really hoping for Mihoyo to boost the overall ELECTRO element instead of just boosting an ELECTRO character, so that it might be useful for the entire lineup and not a specific unit. So these are my overall expectations from ELECTRO element, and I really hope YAE becomes playable at some point of time. So I'm very excited and looking forward to that. So now moving on to the reruns, I think the old base and complete new player base are both excited for the reruns instead of these new characters, as it might have two possibilities. Firstly, that these characters are well established in terms of damage dealing capacities and their attributes, and secondly, they are multi-compatible in a party system and exhibit more flexibility and transparency by making these characters switch into compatible DPS, sub DPS, or support at any instance in a fight. Now talking about the rerun characters, those like Zhongli, Venti, and Child who arrived in the past, personally I don't think we might see them in the future, as they've already had a rerun. So I look upon characters like Hu Tao, Ganyu, and Zhao, and also Albedo to be in the rerun race, assuming their popularity and revenue collection, as if you take a look at the past, the 5-star banners that were high grossing have had a rerun. So assuming these criterias and the Moonchase festival that was set by the VAs to have a Liyue Harbor member connection, I'm thinking of the Liyue characters like Hu Tao, Ganyu, or Zhao to arrive in the upcoming future, as many player bases are very eager to get a hands-on on these rerun characters, as let's be honest, these lineups are potentially considered to be one of the top best damage dealing units in the entire game. So let me know in the comments what do you think of this whole ball situation, electro element, and the rerun scenario in the game. Now moving on to an interesting theory about Tsaritsa and her plans. So as we know, Tsaritsa is a cryo archon who's currently using harbingers as a medium to instill political power and fear among the common, and the first step they're doing it by striking a reasonable deal and acquiring the gnosis of archons. So by doing this, what Tsaritsa plans is to replace all the archons with her harbingers and make them capable to fight the Celestia and the heavenly principles that are once speculated to be responsible for causing an archon war and the death of many gods who did not wish to participate and just defend their people, and even powerful entities like the Dendro Archon succumbed to death, which the Tsaritsa could not bear with, as even Child describes her to be one of the most loving and caring for her people. So the most important point of this personal lore is this: will the Fatui Harbingers in any case be a suitable replacement for the Archons? The answer to that is very complicated and is both a yes and no, because if you take a look at the overall Fatui lineup, characters like Piero, Dottore, Pulcinella, Capitano, Scaramouche, Signora are said to have a ruthless nature, and some of them even said to perform some human experimentation and cruel torture, and are ready to go at any lengths just to achieve what they want. And they really don't seem to care about the common people and consider them as a small sacrifice to achieve something great, which is indeed the Tsaritsa's motive. So what if these ruthless harbingers got the gnosis and the power of archons? Wouldn't they betray Tsaritsa, or wouldn't they start their own war just for the sake of power, greed, and superiority? So it will be very interesting to watch how Tsaritsa puts her plans into actions, and will she fulfill her dream of restoring the world into a proper balance and peace, or will her dream remain a fantastic delusion just like her artificial powers? So let me know what do you think about this Tsaritsa theory in the comments. So that's basically it for today's video. Just thought I'll update y'all on the latest news about free primogems and compensations, my opinions on YAE and electro element future, an interesting theory about Tsaritsa and her secret plans, and an opinion about reruns which everyone is excited about. So I hope you enjoyed this video, so make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss on any latest news, lores, theories, and predictions related to Genshin like this. As always, I'll see y'all in the next video with some interesting new news. Until then, stay safe and stay picky.